To update the software on your Ventra XT, you can first look at your software version by maneuvering to your controller information. And as you can see here, our version is VEX1 2.01. Now, I have already loaded another software version onto the SD card that is in my controller. And so to access that and update the software, I will simply cycle power to the controller. And then as the controller begins to boot back up, it gives you the option to load file from SD card. Here I will press enter, and now I will use the plus and minus button to toggle through the different software files that are on this particular SD card. So as I hit the plus, I now have version 202, where my original version is 201, and that is an older version of just 1.0. And then there's 2.01, and there is 2.03. That is the most recent software version that I have on this SD card, and that is what I'm going to be updating the software to on this particular Ventra XT. So now all I need to do is press enter to begin to load this file, and it will now go through the software updating process. On the XT, just like the Ventra Pro Rev 2 HMI board, it usually only takes a few minutes to update the software. Now, to update, you could use a source SD card, meaning that you could, instead of adding it to the SD card that has your parameters on it that is in your XT, you could put the file of the software update on a separate SD card, power it down, swap the SD cards, and then you would do this same process. And then once it was finished, you would simply remove the source SD card and reinstall with the parameters on it. But in this case, I've got the software files on the parameter SD card that was originally in the XT. Update completed successfully. Now, if you had a source SD card, you could remove it at this time and reinstall, but I already have the SD card that I want in there. So I'm going to hit cancel. And now it's going to continue to go through its booting up process. It shows your version that is now being installed or has been installed. Update has been completed, completely rebooted. Go to my menu hotkeys, go to my controller. It now shows version VEX1 2.03. So I have now updated the software on my Ventra XT.